Well, thank everybody for coming. This is a great turnout. Really excited to be here. Congrats to our men's team. They're back there in the back, but great job getting picked first. That's awesome. We're all really proud of you guys. Look forward to seeing you play this year. So lots of hard work. I'm excited for our team. You know, we've got a lot of returners this year. We will miss Grayson Rose down there in the post. She was Defensive Player of the Year in the league last season and was really a defensive stopper in the paint. But I'm looking forward to our upperclassmen and their leadership and what they've provided already this year. And preseason polls are what they are. You know, they don't really mean a whole lot to us other than maybe a little bit of motivation because we might have felt like we should have been picked higher. But we'll use that going forward and continue to work hard on the court and get ready for the season.
Camryn, you talked about getting some size in here a couple of years ago, and four girls that are 6 feet and above, and so how exciting! What can you talk about how that's hoped to help NKU take some steps forward?
Absolutely. You know, we really brought in some size on the perimeter, which we've been needing, and our small guards do great for us. No offense back there, Ivy. But, you know, to have Lindsay and Whitney Hay and Ellie Taylor and Kennedy Igo and some of those girls on the perimeter to bring us some perimeter size, as well as Trinity Thompson and Emmy Souter in the inside. You know, we feel really fortunate to have that. And like I said, we'll miss that 6'3" presence down low, but I do feel like our size has increased overall as a team and our physicality, and I think that's really going to help us this year.
Tell us about your new player, Whitney Hay.
Yeah, Whitney Hay is our transfer from Belmont. She set out last year, just wanted the year to get herself in really good shape and get her in a physical place that she could help our team. And she's worked really hard over the last year sitting out and learning our system and practice, and I think that year was really good for her. And what you can expect to see from Whitney is she's a high-volume scorer. So we've got great scorers on the team already, but she's going to add to that, and she can play inside and out. She's a really good passer and just kind of a blue-collar hard worker willing to do whatever it takes. She can shoot the three, she can post up, she can pass. So looking forward to her contributing quite a bit this year.
Have you ever thought of a possible crosstown shootout with Thomas More? Their women are ranked #1 in the country.
We have not discussed that with them, but you know, it's definitely something to think about in the future.
Camryn, how can you talk about the schedule from a women's standpoint? I know, like I said, Alma Mater, Bowling Green, Miami, UC are all on the schedule. Do you face some of the same challenges that he was just talking about?
We do. There are a number of Power 5 schools that we also wanted to play this year, and we're willing to go on the road, and they wouldn't play us. And some of them even back from COVID when we had contracts and we were pushing them. So I think it says a lot about our programs, number one, and about NKU and how people view us. But it is becoming more of a challenge, but we're really excited about our schedule as well. Similar to Coach Horn, we want to play really good games that are going to help prepare us for the Horizon League. And we feel like we've put together a challenging schedule. We've got Dayton on the road, and you know, historically UD has been top 25 NCAA tournament team every year and has won their league many years here, past 5 to 10 years. So really looking forward to that challenge on the road. It'll be a great crowd there. And then we've got UC coming in as well, December 21st, right before the Christmas break. So a couple of really big games that are really comparable to the top of our league. And that's really what we want to do. We're all trying to win the Horizon League to get to the NCAA tournament. Looking forward to it.
Camryn, with the team that NKU has this year, what are really some general philosophies, both offensively and defensively? A couple of years ago, I saw the team run Detroit out of the building in the first round of the Horizon League, but then against Louisville a couple of years ago, settled in the half court. So I know it's like you're different teams. So.
It is, and it's early, but with all the returners that we have and all the experience coming back, I think you can expect to see us get out and transition a lot more. I think we've got a lot more depth that's going to allow us to play more bodies. And so I think that's really going to benefit us offensively. In the half court, we're actually running a little bit more motion offense versus the dribble drive. So I think you can see us coming off screens, trying to create shots more off the ball versus with the ball in our hands. We've got a couple really good point guards in Kylie and Ivy who can really attack off-ball screens. So when they're in the game, the ball's in their hands. I think you'll see them be able to create offensively more off a ball screen. And then Lindsay, with her scoring ability, you know, she's just a worker. I've never seen anybody in all of my coaching days, and I'm not quite to 25 years, but I'm getting there.
You get a long way.
Not to make you feel old, but I've never quite seen anybody work the way Lindsay works. You know, I just found out today, I'll just tell on her a little bit because she probably doesn't even know that I know, but she found one of our practice players on social media because she didn't have his phone number and asked him if he'd come in and play her one-on-one today because it's our off day, so we're not allowed to be in there shooting with her. And, you know, you just don't see that anymore in kids that just have that desire to compete and win and be the best. And I'll say the thing Lindsay has done more than score on our team is she's brought that level of competitiveness and just willingness to do whatever it takes for our team to be successful. And, you know, Ivy and Taya, our other senior, and Emmy Souter, our 4 seniors, have just done a tremendous job with their leadership. And I got a little off the beaten path there with the actual basketball piece, but I think those pieces of our team end up translating to the court, and you'll see it with our team on the court and how we play together and their chemistry on the court, and I think that's going to be our biggest asset this year.
Okay, last question I had is, aside from anything we just talked about, what else do you see as next steps to compete with the Green Bays and the other top teams in the Horizon League?
Competing with them. You know, we beat them. We can't get beat by Cleveland State 3 times, that's for sure. So I think that's why you see Cleveland State ahead of us in the preseason polls. And, you know, rightfully so. 3 of our 8 losses came from them last year. So we recognize that, and we're motivated to make sure that doesn't happen again this year. But in terms of competing with the top of the league, we're there. We've got to find a way to get over the hump. We've got to make it back to Indy and get to that semifinal game and, you know, make it to the championship game so that we can experience that. So I know our kids are motivated to do that. They've worked extremely hard in the off season. They continue to work hard now on their own and as a team. And our Greece trip this summer, I think was really beneficial for us to just kind of get a head start and get some things in early. And I think we're going to be ready to go hopefully a little bit sooner this year and compete in the non-conference. And, you know, when we get to conference play, we've got to put more games. And last year we went on a 10-game winning streak, and that was great. But, you know, we've got to put more games back to back and need to get our losses down, you know, to less than 5 in the conference for us to finish there at the top half. But, you know, our league is so tough and it's so competitive there at the top. You know, 1 through 6 really pull them out of a hat. You never know what you're going to get. So looking forward to seeing how we pan out this year and how it finishes up, and hopefully it's better than 4.